Hi, Days fans. It's September 1st.
Yay.
And we just got done watching Days. Let's start off with Rafe and Sammy.
They're so back together. You were right.
I was ready for a No, not relumin.
Relumification.
I was going to say that's the wrong couple. I was ready for Safe to be back on track, but I thought that they were going to get to have some, really romantic tryst down in the Dominican Republic. I wasn't expecting it just to be a murder scene and fleeing town.
Like make love on the beach with the waves lapping against their
maybe
body.
Something like
kind of
that,
thing.
yeah.
But did you see they kissed? Or almost kissed?
Yeah, almost.
So they're so back together. You were right.
But I'm thinking just leaving the country is not going to be good enough for Rafe.
Legal stuff on
yeah.
Days, you can do anything you
He
want.
touched those ropes, and he's got to have his fingerprints in the system being FBI.
Details, but it's a system of a foreign country. Why would they have access to the U.S. records of fingerprints?
I don't know. But Stefano, freaking out over Dr. Baker, thinks he solves that little problem by bribing this lawyer.
Dr. Hines.
No, not even a doctor.
Oh, doctor. PA or whatever.
And then, don't worry, honey, I was kind of thinking the same thing. I just didn't say it. But, then, of course, I'm thinking the whole time, well, what about the other copies? What about the other copies? Wasn't I saying that?
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, yeah, I won't mail them to the cops, but Mia and Sammy know now.
So what's Stefano going to do? Blow up the mailbox or something?
I don't know, but now we're talking federal offenses and stuff.
Oh, and murdering Dr. Baker isn't?
Yeah, that's a good point, honey.
That's minor, a little mailbox?
Yeah, but a little murder of the Dominican Republic as opposed to blowing... If you blow up a mailbox, the whole freaking world's gonna go crazy. That's gonna be... I think it's easier to murder someone than to mess with the U.S. government.
I don't.
Just so you know. So, Brady was busted by Victor. Hello.
Those two are in heat.
Yeah, I don't know if I touched upon this yesterday, but what's the point of being filthy rich if you can't even screw your girlfriend in your own house?
In front of a drug dealer.
Oh, how crazy was that?
Is.
Oh my god, so I think Victor was involved with drugs way, way back in the day, and the Kiriakis had a bad name, and I think that's maybe why Bo was chasing him all that time, before Bo knew he was his son, and even after. But I was shocked. I could tell. All of a sudden, I started to realize they're going to show some big boss. And all of a sudden, it was Victor.
Now, he's got to shape up that balance sheet now that the fuels project's off the books.
Yeah, but
So he's turned to drug dealing.
How are they going to keep this? So I guess he saw Ari show up, so he hid behind the, whatever they hide behind down on Pier 6. But... what's he gonna do now? He's gonna try to convince Brady to dump her?
It's good news for Stephanie. She has greater access to pills now, probably. She's hooked.
They haven't shown her touch any of that stuff.
She's not off of them. She hasn't gone through the program.
She just, I'm not gonna take these prescription drugs anymore.
That's how Brady did it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do crack cocaine anymore.
No, he went to rehab.
I know. He went to the best in the world. Funny enough, Victor, the drug dealer, paid for it.
Yeah, that's hilarious. He was so mad at Chloe for getting his kid hooked on it, and this is going to be interesting. Bo is not going to like this.
Is Victor like a double agent working with the police, helping to nail these dudes, or what?
That would be interesting.
Kind of like a thank you to Bo.
Yeah, maybe that's how he's. I don't know. I think Victor might just be pushing drugs, but that would be really messed up when his grandson's a former addict. I don't know. We're going to have to speculate on this a little more.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think when Chloe wakes up, she's going to have no memory of everything. She's going to forget that her and Daniel made up, and she's going to believe everyone that Daniel was behind it, even though Daniel saved her friggin' life. But that's just going to look like self-preservation so he doesn't have to go to jail. And Melanie and Nathan are probably going to get in trouble and lose their jobs, even though they did the right thing. Do you guys remember when Lexi was helping the pacifier? Abe's little brother. What was Abe's little brother? Jonah.
Hmm.
So Jonah was going around, you know, stopping crime, tying up, criminals and trying to clean up Salem and sticking a pacifier in their mouth, and he was called the pacifier. And Lexi found out and was helping him because she wanted him.
Oh.
She always likes Abe's relatives.
She can't keep it in her pants,
No,
can
she can't. She's a little hoe.
God.
This is back when she was sweet, innocent Lexi that wore a ponytail like every freaking day. But anyhow, she lost her ability to be a policeman, and Jonah was a doctor, and he couldn't be a doctor anymore, and that's why she had to become a doctor, because they needed a doctor in the Carver family, because it was so important that he was the first doctor.
She didn't cry very long when Tech disappeared. And
No.
he's still in God knows where.
She was a little bit of a wreck herself. Remember, she was like borderline animal when they pulled her out of that.
Yeah.
Alright, so,
You know those things in between the scenes now? They're getting better.
yeah, they are.
They're funny.
Cute.
They're not just stupid trivia questions. They're funny.
Yeah, we get to see a little more of the actors.
When they asked Melanie or Nathan, no, Melanie, who do you want to do a scene with? And she said Muscolo, Joe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he shows up right behind her.
So Lucas is not so happy with Melanie, calling her ridiculous. You're ridiculous. You just don't know when to quit. Yeah, Melanie is trying so hard to be taken seriously. She doesn't want to be called ridiculous. That's going to come back and get you.
What's Kate gonna do? Is she gonna sneak in there and pull the plug, and she's gonna live or something?
Well, she's all freaking out now that Chloe's going to remember the 97 times she snuck in the room and said, "I'm glad you're dead. I love Daniel. I tried to kill you. I'm not going to let you live." I mean, you know, dumbass. So what happened on the preview? There's something about Victor. That's when he kind of tucked away behind the pier.
Yeah.
And there's Philip is thinking about telling Stephanie.
Oh, about Melanie?
Mm-hmm. And
was there Rafe and Sammy?
I don't remember them. Was there anything with Nathan and Mia and the Chloe in the hospital? I'm sure all that's on.
I didn't see any exploding mailboxes, so.
No. So, it was a good one today. Victor, okay, Chloe woke up and said, "Daniel."
Was that a dream?
No.
Oh.
But she might still die, and then the last thing she said was Daniel, and people think she did it. But Lucas looks like he's about to strangle her himself.
Yeah.
So that was big, and then Victor is involved with this drug thing. That's pretty big,
That's
too.
huge, yeah.
And Brady has officially consummated his love.
God, enough with the freaking sex and makeup.
It was
makeout.
It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
I'm starting to feel it a little bit. They got their point across. But
Yeah.
I still miss the old Ari.
I know, honey.
I feel like Brady's almost cheating on the old Ari.
It's okay, baby.
Okay. Alright.
The couple that likes his days together.
Stays together.